You're a coach. You really know how to help people, but you need to find more clients. In this episode, I'm going to teach you how you can get more paying clients as a coach. What if the reason you're not getting more paying clients is because you're doing what everyone else told you to do? You're posting constantly on social media, you're giving away free coaching, you're hoping that word of mouth will catch fire. In this episode, I'll show you what the top coaches are doing differently and why it works even if no one knows your name yet. Let's dive right in. All right, there are a lot of myths that we need to discuss and dispel so that you can understand how to do this correctly. Myth number one, I need to post on social media every day to get clients. If you're currently getting clients by posting on social media, then keep doing what's working, but it's likely that that is not getting you any results at all, especially when we're talking about marketing, because marketing is putting your content in front of people who have never heard of you before. However, social media is building a following of people who know you. So when you post something to Facebook, for example, or to LinkedIn, these are people that are your friends or your connections. And it's not going to be seen by people who don't know you. That's not marketing. Myth number two, if I'm good enough, word of mouth will take care of it. There is some truth there. Okay, if you're good enough, like people will see the results that you've gotten other people and word will spread. That is where referrals and word of mouth marketing comes from. Those are the best quality leads that you can get. However, through experience and through working with many coaches, it's very slow, it's very gradual, and it doesn't scale like you want it to. Myth number three, offering discounts or free sessions is the best way to hook new clients. If you've already been doing that and it's working, I'm not telling you to stop, but I do want you to experiment and try something different. Now, if you don't have a portfolio, if you don't have a track record of success or any case studies, then it may be a good idea to offer a free session to a couple people so that you can take them from point A to point B, and then now you have a case study. You help somebody accomplish something, and you can put a price point on that. But as a marketing tactic of just offering free sessions or offering huge discounts, that's going to take up a lot of your time for such a small profit margin. And you're not going to be helping people in the best way possible. I know years ago, like this is going back 15 years ago, I had a website design service. And just for a simple comparison here, I offered a custom website design for $500. And then later I changed the price to $2,000. The service was great. The service was identical for both price points. But what's interesting is the people that purchased the $500 website, they complained a lot and they caused me a lot of stress in my business. They made it hard for me to help them actually use their website to get results. When I quadrupled my price point to $2,000, people stopped complaining. They followed my service. They valued it a lot more, and we were happy, they were happy. So the point I was trying to make with that example is that offering free sessions isn't necessarily going to attract the best clients. Myth number four, people just aren't willing to pay for coaching right now. Well, if the way that you market yourself is, hey, I provide coaching in this or that or this or that, yeah, people aren't looking for that. But it's not about the time. People just don't want to look for coaching. What they want is they want a solution to their problem. They have a challenge, they have a struggle, they want to know or understand something better. And so instead of focusing on you and what you do, focus on them and their challenges and how to help them get from point A to point B or overcome this or achieve success in that. Myth number five, the more people I pitch to, the better my chances. Well, yes, but I'm going to teach you a better way, because you might be thinking, well, hey, if I put a gorilla up on my roof, everyone is going to see that. Or if I put up a big shiny billboard on the freeway, more people are going to see that. Even though it's a more expensive placement, more people are going to see it, and therefore I'm going to get more business. To translate that into video, you might think, man, if I had a video that went viral and was seen by millions of people, that would bring me in so much business. The reality is most viral videos that get over 1 million views generate 0 leads. But I'm going to teach you a way that you can have a video get 100 views and generate 10 leads. So it's way better than going viral. Clients that pay the most money for coaches don't find their coach through ads, they find them through answered questions. So think about it this way. If you make an ad and you're promoting your coaching, okay, you're interrupting people when they see that ad. They're going to watch another video or they're perusing the internet somewhere, and then you interrupt what they're doing So they're annoyed, and most people are going to skip ahead or leave that ad as soon as they can. But contrast that with people that are your target audience. They're going to Google or going to ChatGPT or doing search on YouTube. They're trying to find an answer to their question. They're trying to solve their problem. So what if those people, when they're doing that research, they find your video, and instead of being interrupted by an ad, your video is the answer that they're searching for? That is the most valuable position to be in, because they don't put their defenses up. They're not annoyed. They're voluntarily wanting to watch your video, and it builds a relationship of trust with them. So instead of thinking you've got to crank up your advertising and crank up the push marketing that you're doing, you want to show up in search. Because if you're not showing up in the top of search, whether that's Google search, YouTube search, or ChatGPT search, if you're not showing up in those places, then people that are searching for you are not finding you. The fastest path to a paying client is helping them solve something first for free in the form of a video. You really get to position yourself as the expert because you help them learn something or understand something, or you help them have a paradigm shift, or you've helped them accomplish a goal. Now, in the form of a video, it's going to be a small goal, but they're going to see that you're the expert and you can help them really accomplish the major goal that they have. Now, every piece of helpful content that you create is like a salesperson that's working 24/7, except it's not pushy, right? People don't feel like they're being sold to. So if you create the right type of content that pulls people in and builds that relationship, you're nurturing more and more people that are going to eventually become paying clients. So the mindset shift that I want you to make is to not chase clients, but make searchable content that is having more and more of your ideal clients find you. You're going to start having conversations with people that are already sold on you. They already want to work with you, and they just need to have a conversation to figure out what that looks like. Now, you might be wondering, how can I stand out when there are so many other coaches? And yeah, the world of coaching is getting more and more competitive. In fact, in the world of life coaching, there's Brooke Castillo. She's an amazing, brilliant marketing businesswoman, and she trains life coaches. So the more people she trains, the more competition there is in that space. So how would it be possible for you to stand out? Well, the strategies that I teach right here on this YouTube channel, they ensure that your videos, your content that you put up there will rank at the top of YouTube. So all the other coaches are going to be below you. Yours is going to be the first one that they see. Or if they're doing this search on Google, they're going to find your videos. Or if they're doing this search on ChatGPT, it's your name that ChatGPT recommends and your videos that it says that they should watch. So those are the three major search engines that are the biggest right now. Google's still number one, followed by YouTube search, followed by ChatGPT. But of all of those, only YouTube allows you to create content. It's really the number one content platform by a large margin. Social media doesn't count because if you post content to Facebook or post content to LinkedIn, you can't search for that content by the topic. You can only search by the person. That's a big flaw with social media, and there's not an easy fix for that. But it means the pathway for us is we need to create the right type of content, put that content on YouTube, and then it will rank at the top of YouTube, Google, and ChatGPT. The strategy that I use to accomplish that, it's called the LEAF strategy. I want to teach that strategy to you, so I've made another episode. I'll link to it right here. It's called the LEAF strategy, how to rank number one on YouTube. Definitely go watch that video next.